This is the Oakridge construction site in Vancouver. 1,700 people work at this massive site. About 5 months ago, one of those workers was killed when a crane lost its load and fell on her. CBC News submitted a Freedom of Information request to WorkSafe BC, asking for records of other incidents or complaints at the site over the past year. They've now sent us more than 200 pages of documents. Here's what we found. The partly redacted documents show dozens of different safety complaints from January 2023 to the end of February 2024, and crane issues stand out. On March 21st, 2023, reports of crane-to-crane contact. BC's crane regulations require operators to avoid touching another crane at all costs, as it can cause loads to fall or even a crane to topple over. On April 19th of last year, a safety officer reported a crane attempted to pick up an 80-foot wall. The wall then proceeded to break in half and then fall to the ground. No injuries were reported. Then in December, a crane failure when a crane block dropped onto a roof from 90 feet above. That incident wasn't reported right away, and the crane kept operating before the scene was shut down the next morning. The documents also highlight the string of calls that came in on February 21st of this year. That's when a crane lost its load, killing a female worker below. Other workers reported seeing the load topple down the side of the building from more than 20 stories up. One worker said they saw lumber all over the road. It was later confirmed the load struck and killed Yuridia Flores, a mother of two from Mexico. Her death ignited a rally for better safety conditions at the site.
Workers should not have to fear that their next day of work will be the last day of their lives.
A day after Flores was killed, an anonymous complainant told WorkSafe there's no overhead protection at the site, there's very little supervision and little to no safety. About a week later, reports of another crane near-miss incident, but those details are hidden. WorkSafe won't comment on the deadly crane incident here, but stresses near misses at the site are routinely inspected.
Those types of events are reported to us. We have been at that site many times from the very first time that the site was, the work started. We would have attended that site, had discussions on how that incident can be prevented in the future.
WorkSafe says Oakridge does have a strong safety plan with thorough oversight by its primary contractor, Ellis Dawn. CBC News contacted Ellis Dawn to ask about safety issues. The company has not yet responded. The deadly incident at Oakridge is just one of more than 20 serious crane problems in BC over the past 5 years, including the deadly 2021 collapse in Kelowna that killed 5 people. The RCMP has recommended a criminal negligence charge in that disaster. WorkSafe adds it's working with industry leaders to improve safety. Recent recommendations include more crane inspections and reviewing the operator certification program.
These are complex, large sites with many different activities. We want that work coordinated, we want it well supervised, and we want everyone to go home safely.
Improvements, the safety regulator says, will take some time, but could save lives. Jon Hernandez, CBC News, Vancouver.